Hey everybody, welcome back to Space Engineers 2, and here we have a Stargate Atlantis Corvette. This is available in the Steam Workshop, and I'll go ahead and put credit on screen and a link in the description. So this is a very good looking vessel. I don't see any weapons on it. I've looked around it for a minute now and haven't seen any weapons, but you know, maybe they'll add some in the future. As of right now in Space Engineers, there are no functional weapons yet, and the developers are continuing to add more and more decorative blocks weekly, but it's still pretty limited, especially when it comes to things like furniture. So one thing that you're going to see is people kind of just making their own stuff using detailing blocks. So I love the interior design of this ship and how detailed it is. I do find it a little interesting that a lot of areas like hallways and such are very well lit, and then you'll get into a room like this where there's less lighting. But again, still the interior of the ship is very impressive. One thing that I've noticed after a recent update, and you might see it as I'm running around the ship, there's got to be something that they've updated with collisions, because whenever you see smoke running around, that I believe is the animation for when blocks begin to take damage. So I don't know what's causing that when we're running around the ship, but anyway, in here this looks like it's some crew quarters. They've got a kitchen right here, this awesome bathroom. Y'all know I love bathrooms on these ships because I think, and an amazing toilet right here. I think things like bathrooms and showers and kitchens actually do add a lot of value to when people create ships and stations in games like this, because that's something that a lot of time gets forgotten about, is that if you're gonna live in space, guess what? Living includes going to the bathroom, taking showers, eating, and I think for roleplay purposes and also just getting into it, that's important. So here we've got a medical bay. That's really impressive. I've actually not seen this yet, where somebody's taken the actual med bay that is soon to be functional in the game. It's not functional yet, and then they've built a bed into it right here. So I haven't seen anyone do that yet. So that was a really impressive, creative thing that they did. And here it looks like we just got some more assemblers and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's very impressive. Okay, there you go. See all that smoke animation when you walk up and down stairs? I do wonder if at some point that's going to create problems, because to my understanding that is the same animation as when at this time in the game, if you have a engine or like a jet engine or something inside of a ship, and you fire it up and it has a block in the way, it'll quote unquote burn that block and you'll see that animation. To my understanding, in the future that's going to cause actual damage to the blocks, and potentially I don't know what it'll do. I don't know if it'll set it on fire, I don't know if it'll destroy the block or what, but interesting thing to be seeing when we walk up and down stairs. See, like that smoke that you're seeing, to my understanding from what I've read in forums, that is supposed to signify some kind of damage, and I think it's not, it does, yeah, you see that smoke over there? I don't think it currently is functional in the game, but at some point I think it will be. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and crash it. I don't think this has thrusters on the sides. It does not. So if you're moving in some direction, left or right, it doesn't really have a way to adjust. My oh my. All right. I do wonder if it's still recording. Interesting. Okay, so we hit it hard enough to where we spun the ship completely around. That's kind of cool. Alright, well, until next time.